In the security business, we deal with a lot of top secret intel. And this story that I'm about to tell you today is chock full, all the way to the top, the total top, tip top, of the total top of top secret info. So I would appreciate it if all of you here could keep your big yappers shut, because the story I'm about to tell is totally classified. So classified, even the newspapers couldn't print it in the classified. Now let me back up. I'm a dog. Top dog. Hank the guard dog. Head guard dog, top dog of a top-notch carpentry shop here in Nazareth. Now I head up the security division. Now any dog can herd sheep. Dime a dozen. Do you know how dumb and stinky sheep are? Don't get me started following each other, never thinking their own thoughts. I don't herd sheep because I don't want to work with sheep. I stay in the carpentry business. Now recently my carpenter got some young floozy of a woman who is not his wife. And I told him, I said, this is not good for the reputation of our carpentry shop. And he said, and I am now direct quoting what he said to me. He said, well, Hank, why don't you try telling that to the angel? And then he said, first, and I'm still direct quoting, first, an angel's talking to me, and now I'm having a conversation with my dog. What's next? Now in carpentry, we work with a lot of angles, but I don't make a habit out of talking to them. And so anyways, we've recently brought on two assistants. Two little yappers of assistants. I think they thought that it'd be good if the young bloods learned from the best of the best. That's right. Well, now why Joseph wants a woman around a carpentry shop is beyond me. And how can she stand him? He smells rough, rough. Well, I thought the two of us were doing just fine. But when she came, I said, she better pull her weight around here. Newsflash, she hasn't. Instead of pulling weight, all she's done is gain weight. Yeah. What about me? Oh, now where was I? Oh, that's right. Now this story begins when I had just finished up my night duty.
Is night duty when you're just sleeping?
When I'm just sleeping? Sleep is not sleep if you're on night duty, young assistant. Now write this down. Study your lessons. Sleeping is when you're sleeping. Now night duty is when you're not just sleeping, but you're sleeping in the carpentry shop. And that's when normal sleep transitions into night duty, and those are billable hours. Write it down. Now let's see. Now where was I?
In bed?
All right, that's right. Well, I was finishing up another beauty of the night duty when Joseph rushes in all hot and bothered to go get us clear to Bethlehem because of some kind of counting. Accounting? Well, that sounds like taxes. Just thinking about taxes, me, all that counting makes me tired. Count me out, I said. But, well, Joseph starts getting the donkey ready. Big mistake there. Bringing a donkey is admitting somebody's going to be freeloaded. And sure enough, who gets a free ride all the way from Nazareth to Bethlehem? The new girl Mary. That's who. Always taking breaks. Always taking naps. Talking about her time has almost come. And now she's riding on a donkey. You don't see old Hank riding on a donkey. No, because God gave us dogs' legs and we know how to use them.
Careful, dog run. Use my legs, not some
What in the world? Well, week of walking, and in some cases not walking, we get ourselves to Bethlehem. My assistants and I go with Joseph to scout out the inn. And I tell my assistants, all right, Joseph, come over here. I tell my assistants, now when Joseph opens the door to that inn, we need to let everybody in there know that we deserve the best room. So Joseph, he opens the door. And we were led around to the back to the stable. I was surprised that this was their best room. I tell you what, that inn must be in some pretty shabby shape. We scanned the stable with our highly specialized sniffatory equipment. Well, it checked out, mostly. There's a llama in here. Not sure why there's a llama in a stable. Now, I was going to let that llama know. Well, I was going to let the llama know who was boss, but clearly, with some large animals, they already know that the dog is the boss. So I thought there's no need to belabor the point on who the boss is. That's fine. That's fine. We'll let the llama in here too. Knows who the boss is. So then we kept using our highly tuned sniffatory equipment. What's that? Mice? There's mice in the stable? It looks like there's 3 of them. What are they doing? There's mice in the stable. All right.
Hey, settle down. I do not need us kicked out of the stable too.
All right. Well, mice are pretty small, and they know enough to not mess around in us big dog business. They can have the crumbs from the table. They're actually, the 3 of these mice are actually kind of cute. Ever seen a mouse eat the crumbs of cheeses?
Cheeses! We love cheeses!
Well, I guess it all checked out. The head of security declares this place.
Cat, 7 o'clock!
7 o'clock? I guess it's about time for another good night duty.
Cats!
Cats! What? Have I told you my position on cats? They're terrible. They shouldn't even be classed as animals. Always slinking around, acting like pretentious thieves looking for handouts, acting like they own the place. If I could get myself close to a cat, I would bite it in half. I'm always looking for a good cat snack. Nothing gets between me and they go, ah, ooh, ooh.
This is their stable.
My goodness, they can sure lay some fire on your nose. And some humans actually like them. Hey, cats eat birds. Pick on someone your own size, you crazy cats. Well, all right.
This is their stable.
Sorry, Mary. Okay, if you want to fraternalize with strays at your funeral, maybe your time has come. Good old Hank warned you. Don't ever say he did. Well, it had been a long day. So I turned in with my highly classified 3 turns to the left procedure. You probably want to know why I do this every night. It's highly classified and I can't tell you. I decided to settle down for some high alert, I'm in a new place night duty. Both ears up in the high alert. Sniff, snurfle, bacon biscuits.
Time passes.
What? Sometime in the night I was awakened by a terrible squawking sound. I leapt quickly to my feet with my powerful legs. What's going on here? What is going on here?
Baby.
There hasn't been any authorized entry here. An authorized entry would have to check in with the head of security. And don't call me baby.
It's a baby.
Well, you're right. The intruder is very small.
Babies are supposed to be small.
Well, where did this little intruder come from? Did anybody do a sniffatory scan of the thing?
It's her baby. That's why she rode on the donkey. I'm going to do a scan of the intruder. Well, he smells like Mary. That part checks out. Doesn't smell like Joseph. Sorry, old boy. Now, what's the intruder's name? His name is Jesus. Jesus, we love Jesus.
Now that other smell. What is that other smell? It's like I'm smelling time, but there's so much time it's not time anymore. It's like timeless smell. And I feel like I can even smell words. Like a spirit. Thick with words. Words so deep and powerful that I can't describe them with my words. It smells almost like, it smells like the sun. If you could ever get close enough to that kind of power to actually smell it. Power, like pure power, but it's gentle. It sort of smells like power and love. Or no, I have that, it's the other way around. It's a powerful love. It's like that cool smell on a summer night when it's so still and quiet and you can see every star all the way out past infinity. And then that lovely silver moon shines up on top, bringing the light of the sun and pushing back the darkness. And the darkness is overcome.